So that illumination has brought us now to Canto 4 of Book 10, The Light is the Supreme. A moment of triumph is here. The purpose for which Savitri came here is being served in this canto. This is one of the, I will say, very deep, occult cantos of Savitri. We have already seen last time the two important revelations made by Savitri, that her attempt only to love life was a blind attempt. Death also has a purpose to serve in the scheme of things, and as long as it was only life, it proved to be a failure. But now, with death, it is going to get fulfilled. That was one aspect of it. The other aspect was the whole debate, so to say, between Savitri and death was turning into a kind of a stalemate, and therefore Savitri withdraws entirely within herself. She enters into her house of meditation, in a room in the meditation's house of Savitri, and there she sees that a constant yajna, sacrifice, is being performed in that house of meditation. That yajna performed by the Supreme Being, Satpurusha, and the Divine Force herself, the consciousness force, they are engaged in the constant yajna of this new creation in the house of meditation. And the moment she sees that that yajna is now well kindled in her house, everything changes. From behind, she becomes the leader of the march. She guides all the future movements. She controls every aspect of now their engagement. So in a way, Savitri is moving from the dream twilight of the earthly real into the earthly real, what should be. It is a dream twilight. Because, see, we had earlier the dream twilight to the ideal. Now it is the earthly real. In Canto 1, ideal, here of the real. Dream, twilight, immediately following that is a book of the everlasting day. So the twilight will open itself out into everlasting day in book 11, Canto 1, the book of the everlasting day, you see. So here, the journey is deepening, deepening, deepening. The procession is marching on. The spirit of Satyavan is there. Behind the spirit of Satyavan is death. Behind him is Savitri, and they are marching, marching, marching on. They are entering now into a region which is the central place where exists death. Where is the house of death, where he is lost. And it is into that place Savitri has to win the victory over death. Therefore, we have got here now a description of the entire passage. Very beautiful description, very occult, very profound. There came a slope that slowly downward sank, going down, 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 downward sank, slowly downward sank. Ultimately, it will sink into the void. the slope will ultimately sink into the void. It is from there death had emerged, from the void. The void. There came a slope that slowly sank down. It slipped towards a stumbling, grey descent. The dim heart marvel of the ideal was lost. In that descent, what Savitri was carrying as an ideal, she was singing the chanting the felicities hymn, Ananda Sukta, that is now also getting lost there. Its crowding wonder of bright, delicate dreams and vague, half-limbed sublimities she had left. So all things is now left behind. Thought fell towards lower levels, hard and tense, with passion for some crude reality. So obviously, thought has to fall. Thought has to fall, they receive. And then, because it is sinking down below now, where nothing can exist, thought is of course out of the question then. The twilight floated still, but changed its hues. See here, we have slowly downwards and towards a stumbling grey descent. From whatever brightness was there, it is slowly changing its hue. At left, thought fell short, changed its hue, and heavily swayed a less delightful dream. It settled in tired masses on the air. The twilight. The twilight settled in tired masses of the air. Its symbol colors tuned a duller reds and almost seemed a lurid mist of day. Lurid, shallow, hollow, murky. A straining, taut and dire besieged her heart. The noun for the sentence is straining. Straining, which is taut and dire, besieged Savitri's heart. That is the sentence. Heavy her sense grew with a dangerous load, and sadder, greater sounds were in her ears. Sadder, greater sounds. See, she is already going, and still more of sadness, more of sorrow, more of suffering. And through stern breakings of the lambent glare, and through stern breakings of the lambent glare, her vision caught a hurry of driving planes. So planes are now one after the other, they're rolling out. And cloudy mountains had white, tawny streams, tawny, muddy, brown streams. And cities climbed in minarets and towers towards an unavailing, chainless sky. Unavailing, chainless sky. Nothing can be obtained from there. Nothing can be gained from that. Long quays and ghards and harbors, white with sails, challenged the sight a while and then were gone. So the whole scenery is there while she is going down, down, down into the abyss, into the void, you see. Long quays and ghards and harbors with with sails challenged her sight. Now here, this is a very beautiful word, lambent glare. Lambent, little dull kind of a brightness, you see. Lambent, you see. Let me narrate a brief account about this word lambent. See, in one of the poems by Amal Kiran, the title of the poem is Sky Rims. It is a sonnet, Sky Rims. The last line of the sonnet was, the last line in the beginning of the sonnet was to yet another revelatory dawn. The sonnet is a very beautiful dawn, and he concludes the line with to yet another revelatory dawn. In the context of the sonnet, in fact, I should read the whole sonnet, but we will not. We will skip. I will send that thing as a text to you. The context of the entire sonnet is such that Shevendra found the word revelatory very weak. He says it is not in tune with the rest of the text of the sonnet. And he said that perhaps you can have revealing with an appropriate adjective. Instead of revelatory, you can have revelatory, revealing with an appropriate adjective. That is what Shevendra suggested to him. Then Amal wrote back and he modified that thing by saying, to yet another rich revealing dawn. So from revelatory dawn, it became rich revealing dawn. He wanted an adjective, he has put rich. But Shevendra found that was very easily found. Rich is not really appropriate yet. Revealing is all right, but it does not give the full strength which is required for revealing. Rich is sort of superfluous, you see, in that sense. It does not really add much to revealing, you see. To yet another rich revealing dawn, Shevendra objected to that. Then Amal said another version. To yet another splendorous mood dawn. No, that won't do. Splendorous moon dawn would do. To yet another marvel, miraculous dawn. See, now he is mentalizing. He is trying to coin, you see, this thing, that thing, something like that. He says, no, that also won't do. To yet another marvel, miraculous dawn. No. Then he said, yet another version. To yet another ecstasy of dawn. Still, ecstasy is not there at all. It doesn't work. So Amal was puzzled. He could not get anything at all. In those days, in 1931, 32, 1930, 31, 32, 3 years, Harin Chattopadhyay was also an ashramite, the poet Sarojini Naidu's brother, Harindranath Chattopadhyay. You must have heard of his name. He was a real great poet. He used to write every day 4 or 5 poems and send them to Shevendra. And mother used to say, my blue bird. She used to call him my blue bird to Harindranath Chattopadhyay. And Shevendra said, his fluency is such that I am stupefied. I can't write with that fluency. The way in which he was writing poem after just typing. Like that, you see. So Harin and Amal sat down together about this to yet another revelatory dawn. What should we do? Amal suggested, Harin suggested to yet another lambency of dawn. He suggested lambency of dawn. Harindranath. Shevendra said, look, lambency is not your word, it is Harin's. And it does not really go with the spirit of the text. Lambency does not go with the spirit of the text, you see. Flickering, light, that is what lambency means, you see. It does not go with the text. So Amal sat again for 2 more weeks, and finally he said, after a fortnight of groping, he says groping, searching for 2 weeks for one word, to yet another alchemy of dawn. Then Shevendra said, yes, you got the right word now. Alchemy of dawn. It is in tune with the rest of the poem, with the rest of the song. Yes, alchemy of dawn, you see. So that lambency of dawn, that has remained stuck in the mind of Shevendra, and here we have got lambent glare. He liked that word, but that was not appropriate in that particular context. You can see the aptness of this word here. And to stern breaking to the lambent glare, flickering, murky, lambent glare. You can see the appropriateness of this word in the whole context, you see.
It's flickering, it means flickering.
Pardon me? Flickering.
Lambent means
Yeah, flickering. Yeah. Flickering, gentle glow, you see. Yeah. What is the word for this in French? Lambent? Huh? Yeah. How much? Yeah, that's right. How much? How does it translate? No, but in your translation, English. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, there is. Flickering. Yeah. So that lambent. This is the only place in the whole of Savitri where this word lambent occurs. Only one occurrence of the lambent, you see. And to stern breaking to the lambent glare, stern breaking to the lambent glare. Her vision caught a hurry of driving planes. Going on, the march goes on, and cloudy mountains, and white tawny stream, and cities climbed in minarets and towers towards an unavailing, changeless sky, long quays and ghats and harbors, white with sail. Ghat, of course, is an Indian word. On the river bank, where you climb down into the river, it's called ghat. In fact, the word is ghat.
Without an U, actually.
Shebandu is ghat.
That is without an U.
Yeah. Yeah, but Shebandu has the English tendency of pronouncing those words.
He invented that word.
Yeah. He has the tendency of pronouncing ghat, not ghat. Ghat is a little harsh, you see. Ghat. What does he say? Ghat?
No, reef. Reef. It means edge. How is it?
Yeah.
River bank. River bank.
Bank. Well, but Ghat actually is the place where from you get down and bathe in the river.
Exactly. Yeah.
Challenge sight a while and then were gone.